Y'all, listen to this. A French Arab comedian named Manuel Magdalene straight up kicked a 6-year-old black boy in the chest right there in the middle of Paris. A 6-year-old, let that sink in. And I don't care what anybody says this was about race, because if that child had been white or Arab, she would have never done that. You can tell when something comes from a place of bias, and this right here, that was exactly that. Now she's trying to defend herself, saying, oh, he tried to steal my purse. Girl, please. Multiple people said the little boy was just trying to pet your dog, the same dog that was sitting inside your purse. So you mean to tell me your instinct as a grown woman, as a mother, was to kick a 6-year-old child over that? Come on now. And what really gets me, she's a mom herself and her child is mixed. Which just proves what we've been saying. Being close to black people doesn't mean you respect black people. Because the way she reacted, that came from deep down. That's a mindset. At the end of the day, there's nothing she can say to fix this. She put her hands her foot on a child. A black child. That's assault on a minor, plain and simple. And honestly, her career, it's done. Canceled. Because we're not brushing this off, not this time. We're going to call it what it is, a racist act, and move on. Accountability is coming, and she's just going to have to deal with it.
Oh, this one's serious. Comedian Nawel Madani allegedly kicked a 6-year-old boy in Paris. The kid just wanted a picture, a sweet moment any kid would have with a celebrity, and somehow it escalated to violence. The father explained that the older siblings were running after her, not to bother her, just to get a photo, and when Julian, the youngest, reached her, that's when she allegedly kicked him. The kid went to the hospital, thankfully. Okay, physically, but the emotional impact, that's something else. Nawel went to the police that night to explain she felt threatened, but now the Paris prosecutor has opened an investigation for violence against a minor. This story is sparking outrage online, and people are debating responsibility, parenting, celebrity behavior, and safety for kids. Even in a short encounter, a lot can go wrong, and children need to be protected above everything else. Stay tuned, y'all. This is more than a viral clip. It's a reminder that safety and accountability matter, no matter who you are.
Before you come in my comment going, oh, blah, 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 blah. This is about black boys. Because how many mothers of black boys, black mothers of black boys, think their black son is the only good one and all the other black boys are criminals? Black boys don't have a chance to be babies. She turned around, saw him trying to pet her dog. Even if he was stealing her purse, her first reaction was to drop kick this little boy. This is Sparta. That is literally what she did. But anyways, I just wanted to make this video to highlight how black boys are universally hated by everyone, including the people who birth black boys. Don't come at me, I don't give a fuck. But the main reason I'm making this video is the fact that she walked away. She turned around and kicked a black boy. His father was there. His father was there, other people were there, strangers were there, and she still walked away. Do you think she would have walked away if she kicked anyone but a black boy? She kicked a white girl. Do you think she would have walked away? She kicked the Asian boy. You think she would have walked away? Do you think they would have let her walk away if she kicked anyone but a black boy?
What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa. Kindly consider subscribing. I hope you did. Thank you for joining us. Here we break down training stories with facts, empathy, and education, of course. So today we are talking about a shocking story that's gone viral on TikTok and French media. The well-known comedian Nawel Madani allegedly kicked a 6-year-old black boy on the Champs-Elysees in Paris. So this story sparked outrage. Sparked outrage. Parents are furious, fans are confused, and the internet is demanding answers. But before judging, let's take a calm look at what really happened, what's being investigated, and what lessons we can all learn from this about anger, fame, and also children's safety in public spaces. Without taking much of your time, guys, let's watch all these clips that I've gathered for you. A credit belongs to all original creators. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. I'll be back with more commentary. Welcome.
So if somebody had told me that Nawel Madani would one day kick a 6-year-old boy, I would have said, yeah, right, stop spreading nonsense. But she actually did. In Paris, apparently she thought a group of kids coming up to her were thugs. but they were literally just little kids who wanted an autograph. The dad was standing right there. There was no danger at all. Someone with Nawel even told the kids to step back, but the smallest one, the 6-year-old, kept walking toward her. He wasn't being aggressive, he just wanted to pet her little dog. And instead of just moving away or saying no, Nawel kicked him in the chest. The poor kid fell to the ground. He could have been seriously hurt. Like, imagine being that young and getting kicked by a celebrity you probably admired. And this isn't even the first time she's had an outburst. People are saying there was already another incident before this. I used to really like Nawel, but this is something else. At some point, fame just goes to your head.
So, a French comedian, a woman called Nawel Madani, kicked a little black boy in the chest. This woman, a French comedian, kicked a little black boy at the center of his chest. And when she was confronted by people and asked why she kicked a little black boy in the chest, she said that he was trying to steal his purse. When are these people gonna learn? People, but just go to her page, okay? And I don't even condone bullying, but this is too much. A tiny little black boy kicked in the chest, innocent child, by this woman. Her name is Nawel Madani. She's a French comedian. Anyway. Like, I am just so fed up. Like, these people don't see black people as people. I am so mad. I was trying to sleep and I just cannot sleep because I just think of that little child kicked in the chest just because he is black. These people don't see blacks as a little child kicked in the center of the chest.
Someone with Nawel even told the kids to step back, but the smallest one, the 6-year-old, kept walking toward her. He wasn't being aggressive, he just wanted to pet her little dog. And instead of just moving away or saying no, Nawel kicked him in the chest. The poor kid fell to the ground. He could have been seriously hurt. Like, imagine being that young and getting kicked. So if somebody had told me that Nawel Madani would one day kick a 6-year-old boy, I would have said, yeah, right. Stop spreading nonsense. But she actually did. In Paris, apparently she thought a group of kids coming up to her were thugs, but they were literally just little kids who wanted an autograph. The dad was standing right there. There was no celebrity you probably admired. And this isn't even the first time she's had an outburst. People are saying there was already another incident before this. I used to really like Nawel, but this is something else. At some point, fame just goes to your head. It messes with your sense of reality. Anyway, sending love to that little boy. He didn't deserve that.
Comedian Nawel Madani allegedly kicked a 6-year-old boy on the Champs Élysées in Paris. The child just wanted a photo, literally just a picture, and things allegedly escalated when she saw her dog in a handbag and got scared. The father says the older kids were running after her not to bother her, but just to get a picture like any normal kid would. And then the youngest went up and boom, allegedly kicked. People are outraged online, and rightfully so. Thankfully, the child was checked at the hospital and released without serious injuries. But imagine the fear, y'all. A child scared in public like that, that's something no parent ever wants to see. Nawel reportedly went to the police that night and explained her side, saying she felt threatened, but the Paris prosecutor has opened a case for violence against a minor. And the internet, they're not letting this go. Everyone's talking, debating, sharing opinions. This story is more than a viral video. It's about responsibility, about protecting kids, and about how even a brief moment can have major consequences.
Listen, according to several French reports, the incident happened around 10 to 30 p.m. when a father and his 3 sons spotted Nawel Madani and asked for a picture, and the youngest boy, the one with 6 years old, walked closer, perhaps without hearing Madani's warning saying that stay away from me. But moments later, witnesses say she kicked him in the chest, and the child fell back crying. He was later taken to the hospital for chest pain and stress, but thankfully doctors found no serious injuries. But guys, it didn't just end from there. The case quickly went viral after the father posted details online, and now French authorities have opened an investigation for violence against a minor under 15 years old. If you don't know Nawel Madani, she's known for her roles in comedy and TV, went to the police voluntarily and shared her version of events, and she reportedly believed that the group approached her was trying to steal her belongings, a fear many celebrities face when they are recognized in crowded tourist areas. But in her statement, she said that she acted out of reflex and fear and not out of cruelty. This raises an important question. When does self-defense cross the line into violence, especially when the person harmed is a child? Can you please answer that question? When does the self-defense cross the line into violence, or have replaced violence that you are trying to defend yourself and you harm somebody, especially a child? I don't really get that. Alright, so on TikTok and X, the reactions have exploded. Some users condemn Madani, calling her behavior unacceptable and heartless. Of course, yes. Others argue that public figures live under constant stress and may react impulsively when they feel cornered. But one thing is clear: the internet is quick to judge before courts do. Always we are there to tell our thoughts. This story reminds us how easily misinformation spreads and why verifying facts before reacting is crucial. And legally, if the investigation confirms the act, Madani could face charges for international violence in a mirror, a serious offense in France. Morally, this incident sparks a discussion on celebrity responsibility and emotional control in public. Even in stressful situations, physical aggression, especially towards a child, should never be in the first reaction. But it also reminds us that public figures are human, not machines. And fame doesn't erase fear, but education about conflict resolution can also prevent such outbursts. So I don't know if you have learned anything from this story, but this scandal teaches us 3 key lessons. First, children must always be protected, even in misunderstandings, because they're kids. And celebrities need emotional boundaries and better security support in public. Don't walk alone. If you know that you are a celebrity, don't just walk like me. No. Walk with supporters, walk with the guards. Like, you don't need to fight for yourself, because those guards, they know how they can handle us. They know how they can handle your fans in case they need to approach you. And social media users, when we mix emotion, fame, and misinformation, truth becomes the first victim. So before we rush to cancel or defend anyone, let's remember an investigation is still ongoing, and we can condemn the act without dehumanizing the person, and use this story to teach empathy, awareness, and responsibility. No, I'm not here to say that the story was not true. Let us not just talk before the investigation, say that this thing has really happened. But I don't know who's watching watching this video if you are white or black, but what I'm saying, I'm not supporting this woman for real, because what she did definitely is not good. Nobody could do that. Even just leave that kid, even if it could be someone else, adult. Never do that. Never fight like that way. Approaching you and you feel like you feel insecurities, and you know that you are a celebrity, thinking that he is coming to steal. I don't think that's the way that she could have handled that situation. So I don't know what you think, guys. Was this a reaction of fear or a case of violence that went too far? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more education reactions here. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I always appreciate your support to this channel. Let's catch up in the next. Bye.